Hey Commanders fans, want to stay up to date with all the news, updates about our team? Then you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any details of the season. And of course, leave a like to strengthen our community of Commanders fans. Get ready, because we have some exciting news for you. Now, let's get straight to today's news. Commanders secure potentially prolific CB trio with 2025 mock draft pick. Adam Peters is getting good returns from his first draft class as general manager of the Washington Commanders. The shrewd front office leader has made calculated moves throughout the draft process, finding talented prospects who could fit into the team's new way of thinking under the exceptional guidance of head coach Dan Quinn. The Commanders need that to continue next spring and beyond. Fans can relax safely knowing they have the right man in charge in Peters. There's also a more collaborative approach within the decision-making process, which represents a refreshing change given the way previous ownership handled the football operation during a disastrous two-decade reign of terror. That's far from the finished product. The Commanders may be further ahead than most anticipated in year one of their comprehensive rebuild, but getting complacent is simply not an option. Fortunately for Peters, he is in a lucrative position regarding his ambition to further strengthen the squad during the 2025 draft period. The needs are becoming clearer for the Commanders. There's a pressing need to surround rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels with the weapons and protection he needs to thrive. It can't be ruled out that Peters will find some prominent defensive reinforcements, despite the unit's gradual improvements this season under coordinator Joe Witt Jr. Commanders select CB Benjamin Morrison in ESPN mock draft. This was a topic discussed by ESPN's Matt Miller in his latest 2025 mock draft. Instead of finding a prominent playmaker for Daniels, the respected analyst went to defense with the Commanders' first-round pick, specifically cornerback Benjamin Morrison from Notre Dame. The Commanders picked up veteran cornerback Marshawn Lattimore at the trade deadline, but must continue to rebuild their secondary to fit coach Dan Quinn's schemes, especially with three of their current cornerbacks, Michael Davis, Benjamin St. Just, and Noah Igbinoghene, becoming free agents after the season. Benjamin Morrison, my second-ranked CB, was ruled out for the season in mid-October because of a hip injury, but he has good size, 6 feet, 196 pounds, speed and instincts throwing the ball, as evidenced by 9 interceptions in his first 2 seasons. Matt Miller, ESPN. That would give the Commanders a potentially prolific cornerback trio. There's plenty of football left, and draft stocks will rise or fall when the college football playoffs roll around. Still, the combination of Morrison, Mike Sainristil, and recently acquired shutout presence Marshawn Lattimore represents a mouth-watering proposition in 2025 and beyond. Some medical red flags need to be addressed before NFL teams can feel confident spending a first-round pick on Morrison. Hip injuries can be tricky for cornerbacks, given the need for quick movement. If everything checks out on the health front, the Commanders could do a lot worse than go in that direction. Washington needs to find a decent wide receiver if it's going to avoid the temptation to spend big on someone like T. Higgins in free agency. Bolstering the pass rush wouldn't be the worst idea, either. However, cornerback is a legitimate need if Benjamin St. Just, Emmanuel Forbes Jr., Michael Davis, and Noah Igbinoghene aren't part of Peters' future plans for this sleeping giant. Time will tell on all fronts.